Let's go. Turn up the volume. From the basement of the Empire State. This is the Basement Surge.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Basement Live, the weekly live show. Oh my goodness. Everybody, welcome back to the show. We changed a couple of things this week. I don't know if you noticed, but the camera's a little different. Okay? Like, I'm excited because we actually got things situated down here in the studio. Say hello to Heather. She has her own spot. Say hi, Annie.
Hello.
So we fixed up the studio. She started Basement Ladies, and of course I'm doing Surge, and like now we have two cameras, and she has her own spot. So why not do a live show from our own spaces? And we now have split screen, so you can see the both of us. Why not? Hi, honey. How you doing? Welcome to another live show, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us this week. We have a couple things that we want to talk about that happened this week as far as the Basement Studio goes, but in the news as well, we wanted to talk about a couple of things that happened today especially. And, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a good show. You notice I'm not wearing a t-shirt. I'm wearing a tank top, and
And you're like 3 shades brighter than you were 2 days ago.
It's not normal for me.
No.
Okay, it's not normal for me because normally I would be wearing a t-shirt
I don't think anyone even knew you had shoulders.
that says podcasting or subscribe or something like that.
Hi, Mom.
And it's hot as hell down here, and I got a little touchy with the sun.
Toasty.
Yeah, I got a little got a little red.
Yeah.
And it hurts a little bit. So tank top it is. If I could wear no shirt, that'd be great. But
I mean, we want more views and all that, but I mean, come on now.
I'm trying to keep it,
Little PG.
PG-13.
Yeah.
PG. Yeah. Oh man, another week, babe.
Another week.
Yes.
Nothing exciting has happened at all this week. It's just been normal.
Well, you were on
boring week.
vacation. Like a bunch of things happened. Okay. Mark tells me to keep my shirt on.
See it. You know you want to see it, Mark. I mean, come on.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. Like it's only bothering me a little bit, like right here. Like I think the sun was like on my right side.
The funny thing was, it was a cloudy day and it was about to rain. Yeah, which is normally when like people keep thinking that, oh, it's not sunny out. I don't need to wear a sunscreen. I don't need to.
I said that it's same exact thing. It was cloudy. It was gonna rain. Like we were expecting thunderstorms. Like you've seen them off in the distance, the clouds.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's not so bad out today. Like it wasn't hot. There was a nice breeze on the beach.
It was so beautiful yesterday.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna skip the sunscreen.
The sunscreen, no big deal.
I'm gonna skip the SPF and
lesson learned.
Right. But it's all right. Like it's only a little uncomfortable.
You'll look great in a couple days.
I look great now.
You'll look great in a couple days.
Oh man. All right. So another week. What happened this week? You were on vacation.
I was on vacation.
We did a bunch of things. I gotta get new chairs. And
Why aren't you using your blue chair?
because I wanted to be more
Taller than me? You really have to one up me every single time.
No, I wanted to be more upright and I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Mark wants you to go slap my shoulder. No, she's across the table. She can't reach.
See, I've learned to not do that because I'm usually the one who has a sunburn, and we're a big family of payback. So I'm not touching him because next time it will be me.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Yeah, and he does those running slaps where he like really gets right in there, bam.
I got big hands,
Yeah,
long fingers.
One time he left a whole handprint like on my sunburn. He didn't even hit that hard, but it was just my back was so red. He took a picture of it. He's like, my handprint's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went to the beach and we went to the city. You know, you had spoke about this on Basement Ladies. Okay, so that's another thing we need to talk about. All right, so I guess let's start at the beginning with Basement Ladies.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Basement Ladies is a brand new is a brand new basement property where Heather is going to
Not that I'm his property. Get that right.
No,
I'm not his property.
It's a basement studio property. Basement Ladies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was clear in my contract, in that prenup.
right. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, Basement Ladies is a new show that Heather is coming out with.
Came out with.
That's only going to be live over here on YouTube. But you're also watching on Facebook, so which is great. So if you're watching on Facebook, do me a favor, give us a like and give us a follow. If you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and babe,
Ring that bell.
right.
We gotta get that bell back.
Yeah, I got it like right behind me over there.
I gotta get a girly bell, like one of those like ding 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 ding.
Yeah. Anyway, Basement Ladies is a new show that Heather is coming out with where she's going to tackle basically the same things that the Basement Surge comes out with, but from a lady perspective.
That's right.
Yeah.
So don't be fooled by the name. I don't want anyone to feel like they can't watch, join, follow, because it's the same things. Okay. It's just, I can talk a little bit more about things that I like.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the point, is that because I think you were frustrated with, you wanting to talk about what you wanted to talk about.
Right.
Like as far as like girly movies, romance movies, stuff like that.
Right.
Or
pretty things.
Or pretty things. And the Basement Surge audience wasn't really that receptive.
Right. I mean, Brendan tries once in a while, but I mean, it's just not the same.
Right. So Heather came out with this new show, and it's only available live on YouTube every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Between 9 and 10.
Ish.
Because sometimes I have to work late on Tuesdays and I don't get out till 9, so I won't be here at 9.
Right. So it's really awesome. She's allowing me to produce the show where I'm behind the scenes doing the comments and
well, I mean, he's on probation right now, because he kind of messed up my very first show.
I did not.
I really think he just couldn't handle how great this was going.
I did not.
Sabotage.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
So Basement Ladies is the newest addition to the Basement Studios. As you could tell, Heather here has her own little set going on. She's got her own space. And
sorry, no banana.
No banana.
We're working on it. We're trying to figure out what I need.
Pineapple?
Oh, maybe a pineapple. That's a great idea. I need to get a pineapple.
Yeah. You need a neon pineapple.
I need a neon pineapple. I need to go on Amazon tonight and get that.
Yeah. To summarize, basically what had happened because you had already spoken about this on
Right.
your show. So if you guys want to know the full story about the story behind Basement Ladies, go check out Heather's live show. It's over on the YouTube channel. It's there right now, but watch it after this show. So I kind of surprised her, with the studio space and the desk and the keyboard. Like I went and bought her own keyboard.
Right? So now the whole world knows my password. I'm gonna be hacked. Everything's gone. You're gonna see all my
You
pictures.
don't know nothing. You don't know nothing.
If it wasn't for Mark, we would have kept talking. We could have really given out everything.
Yeah. It's funny, Mark, because I didn't realize until after that show last night that because I connected her phone via TRRS wire to the Roadcaster, and her phone is such garbage.
I have an Android.
It's such crap that it didn't recognize the wire, and none of our mics were going through the wire into the Roadcaster, which is why it sounded like crap. But lesson learned.
Listen, I'm saving for $100,000 brooch. I can't afford an iPhone.
No, we're not getting the brooch.
No, I got it all figured out. See, I got that, buy me a coffee thing, and at $5 a cup, I can do this, and I just save forever.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it could happen. I can do this. Go over to buy me a coffee.
Buy me a coffee.
Help me.
Go.
Obtain
We
my
started
dream.
the Basement Studio started a GoFundMe on Kickstarter.
Help me get
Buy
my
Heather her brooch.
It's only $105,000.
Yeah, that's it. That's
all.
Yeah. Oh man, but I'm super excited for Basement Ladies. An iPhone is cheaper than $1 million brooch, my dear. Yes.
Listen, whose side are you on?
I
What kind of
totally
friend is
agree,
that?
Michelle.
No,
Thank you,
No.
Michelle.
no, you have to help me here.
Totally agree.
You always have that one friend who's all rational.
Not me.
No,
I have the irrational ones. I'm the rational one in the group. That's pretty sad.
That is sad. That's how bad your friends are.
But yeah, if you missed any of the live show from last night that Heather did for Basement Ladies, head on over to YouTube, give us a subscribe, and check out the show. She did a fantastic job. I was there for emotional support, right?
I was
And
afraid of tech issues, and I just
as a
kinda felt-
producer, trying to help her out, and she didn't need me at all, 90% of the time. And
And then when I needed you, you weren't there.
yeah, I guess, but it worked out. You did a
It
great
worked out
job.
great. It was so good. I really want to thank everybody because you're all pretty much still here.
Right.
Thank you to everybody that watched, everybody that commented, everybody that shared it. I mean, I could not have asked for a better night. And then Jeff coming on, I mean, it was so I really, really wish he was here. I would have hugged him so hard. It meant so much to me. And it's just, thank you guys all so much.
Well, you did a great job.
Thank you.
You really did. I was super proud of you at the end of it. You did fantastic. So everybody go check it out. It's amazing. I shared it in the nation, Surge Nation, and everybody loved it. Good job. I can't wait for next week.
I know. I got to think of what to talk about now.
Yeah.
I'll just see how the week goes. We'll find something.
Yeah, as the week goes on, you write stuff down, and that becomes...
Well, we got someone special coming. So
Yes.
that'll be something to talk about. That'll definitely.
Surge has somebody special coming.
Do you see how I got shot right out of I'm nothing. I was the property of Surge. Now I'm just
Well, kind of a special announcement. I guess I might as well make it now. Chris from Podtastic Audio is coming to New York City.
Yep.
And he's coming for work-related project.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he's going to stop by the studio here on Saturday and we're gonna do the first in studio guest appearance on the Basement Surge.
That's so cool.
I'm super excited. Like I can't wait to get him in the studio.
Like you're having such a great year. It's like, what do we do next year? Like how? Like
It's all uphill from
that's
here,
what
baby.
I mean. But it's
All
like,
uphill.
I was joking yesterday, but we may one day have Tom Cruise lip syncing in our basement.
Yeah. Why not?
We're one step closer.
Yeah, Tom Cruise could be over there by the washing machine and sink. You know.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know if his agent will agree to that, but we'll get him. We'll get him.
We'll smooth talk it, and then when he gets here, we'll just like lock the door,
Yeah.
and we'll make it work.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make him an offer we can't refuse.
Right. God.
Yeah, my luck, Brian, he'll end up buying me something from 3rd Avenue Saks.
Yeah, 3rd Avenue Saks is totally different from 5th Avenue on Saks on 5th Avenue.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, I was totally shocked by the pictures you showed me because once we went into the Saks on 3rd Avenue, we didn't even bother going into the one on 5th.
No, I didn't even know about the one in 5th because we passed it and I was like, nope, forget it. I'm ruined. And when I came home and was doing research to show you guys the pictures of how awful this was, I was like, wait a minute. See, I knew Saks was good. I'm like, it couldn't.
Well, sure. I mean,
been.
it's like a New York staple, you know?
Right. Like, I'm like, this can't be it. This cannot. Like,
Oh.
well, we have a reason to go back.
Next time. I mean, we live here. We can go anytime we want.
Can we?
Yeah. You can.
I have to learn how. I'm telling you, I have to learn how to use the subway because, like, don't keep doing that.
Why not?
You can back up.
What? What's the matter?
Don't do that.
No.
Stop it.
Why?
Anyway, where was I talking? Oh yeah. So like, because I would go to the city all the time.
Good.
We'd be broke.
No. You can go to the city just to go to Central Park or, hang out, get a coffee, be like one of those people, where you sit down in a coffee shop
and you pretend to be
with a laptop and pretend to be doing something all day, So you could do something like that.
So Michelle, the subways,
Michelle says you've lived there how long and you don't know how to use the subway yet? Yes, Michelle, that's right.
Yes. So I just learned this year how to use a bus.
She's afraid. She has a phobia.
I have a real reason to be afraid. Okay, because you go on a bus. I go to the D train. And if I take the D train all the way to the city, I'm fine.
Yeah.
One smooth move. I can do that.
Right.
It's when, by the way, and you're like, what did he just say? Okay. And then they're like, by the way, you're going to the N train now. And this is going to be the R train. And and you're like, what did he just say? I don't know what he just said.
Yeah.
Okay. And then meanwhile, the D train is now I got to get off the D train and I have to go to the R train or the N train.
Mhm.
And then sometimes that doesn't take me to the exact spot that the D train was going to drop me off.
It's not as hard as you think it is, or it's not as hard as you're afraid it is. Okay.
I am too cute to be lost in New York City.
You're not going to get lost. Uptown is towards the city and towards Harlem. You don't want to go that way. Okay. You want to go downtown. Okay. Coming home is downtown. You go downtown. Okay.
Downtown.
Whether it's the N, the R, the D, the whatever.
There's too many alphabets. Okay. I just want to go up. I just want to go straight to the city. I don't want any detours. And I just want, you know what? I don't care about them making New York better. Make the freaking subway speaker thing better. It sounds, you can't understand a word they are saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard because when they are talking, it's like they're having to compete over the sound of the station, the train, and all that.
That's no excuse for you to sound like he's eating the microphone. It's no.
Yeah, I know it does sound pretty bad, and a lot of 97% of the time I miss it too.
And it's so funny because they'll spit out words like
You'll catch every
Detour.
other word, you know. like,
Detour.
yeah.
Local, not local, or train.
Okay, so as a New Yorker, you should know what it means if a train goes local. Okay.
I now know. I just
So if you
learned the other day.
hear, right. So if you hear
Right.
the guy say local, blah, 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 local, you know.
Right. And then there was a one time when I was with your dad. Here I am, 8 months pregnant. I'm huge. It's the middle of freaking summer. And the AC is not working on the train.
Yeah, sometimes they don't.
Okay. And then they go, oh, the train's not working. Get off. Stop doing that. So I don't like the close-ups. So we have to get up. We just get off the train, and we're standing on the side waiting for another train to show up.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is.
It was hot.
Yeah.
It was very hot.
Yeah,
We
see,
were in a tunnel.
The problem with New York City subway is that there's no air conditioning in the tunnel,
Right.
right? There's only supposed to be AC in the train,
Right.
which sometimes there isn't.
Luckily, most of the time there are, but once in a while, you get that one train.
I found out the other day, thank you to Z100, the radio station over here in New York, from their Instagram post the other day, that if you want to feel the air conditioning on a subway car, stand in the middle of the car because that's where the vent is. It's not on the ends of the car; it's in the middle.
Mm.
Yeah. So like, and it comes out by the door. Like there's a
Like
fan by the
where
door.
trains
Yeah, so
connect?
like when the door's shut and I was standing right by the door, that's where I would feel it.
Oh,
Yeah.
good to know.
Only in the middle of the car though.
Only in the middle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Michelle says she'd get lost daily.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Michelle, I agree and I get that, but at the same time, you getting lost teaches you what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Okay.
Wow.
And
Okay, Dad. You're gonna learn today.
you're gonna learn today. Yeah. I keep feeling this hair and it's killing me. Like there's a long hair, like one of your hairs. Like
It's a ghost
ugh,
petting your arm.
stop.
We joke, but if we ever really see a ghost, man, we're gonna die.
Yeah, like the basement surge would be over.
Yeah. We sit here and like we were sitting here one day. I was working on my stuff, he's working on his stuff, dead silence in here.
Yeah.
And then Alexa in the other room goes off, and we're like, what where? I'm like, she's going off over here. He's like, she's not in the room.
She's not in the room.
And I'm like-
Alexa's over there in the next room.
And simultaneously, we're like, that was it. And
Well, it's time to go to bed.
we start packing our stuff and went back upstairs.
Time to go to bed. That was nice. Good day, honey.
Well, you know what, Michelle? I'm not a city girl either. I'm trying to countrify New York. It's just not working very good.
My dad is on the show. He said use MapQuest Transit. I have it every day. Okay, so when he says MapQuest, I think like back in the 90s where you used to print out your directions on paper and
Right.
you used to travel around the city like a pirate, right? Trying to follow a map.
Arr, baby.
Okay. I don't think anybody uses MapQuest anymore, Dad, but
But it is map, yes. And
yeah.
I do use it. The only problem that we have is like on the train, as you know, you lose signal.
right.
So like if he said, hey, we're going to transfer, and meanwhile you got signal 5 minutes later, you're like, yeah, no kidding. I'm already off the train and lost.
Well, it's kind of like what I did last time, right? Where I don't like riding the trains because like you, I get anxiety, but for different reasons.
Right.
But I took a screenshot, a picture of the stops that the train makes, right? And I saved it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right. So when we got to 36th Street, I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, all right, Atlantic Avenue is next, Pacific
Right.
Street, so, and then after Pacific, that was Grand Street in the city. So, and then like West 4th or 36th Street, whatever,
Right.
but that's one way to keep track. If you don't have service, you download the map on your phone and then you just got to follow along as the train stops. That's it. You know.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Dad says yes. Maps.
See, I knew what you're talking about.
Thank you
has
for
to be-
joining us tonight, Dad. Appreciate your watching.
So you got my mom.
Give us a
Your
thumbs
dad.
up on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. What are you saying?
I said I got my mom, your dad.
Mhm.
Got Michelle.
Brian and
I
Mark
guess
and
Selena
Michelle.
only does it on. Selena's trying to figure out what's going on because we're normally live on Instagram and that's where she watches.
Well, tell Selena to get with the 21st century and get on YouTube. So,
Well, we didn't tell anybody. Like, hey, we're not doing this.
yeah. All right. So, a couple things happened this week. Like I said, Heather created the new show, Basement Ladies, while she was on vacation because, while working. Good job, Dad. Good. Thank you. I appreciate your views.
Hey, as long as you're watching.
Yeah. Hit that thumbs up. So, it was funny because in the beginning of your vacation, we had come up with the idea for Basement Ladies.
That morning, like
Right.
my last day was Thursday. Friday morning, I'm like, I had a dream.
Yeah. I have a dream.
I had a dream last night. And I woke up and I was so upset that it wasn't real. And I'm talking to him about it, and he's just like, "Let's do it.
Do it.
Let's just do it." And I'm
Like-
like, "Really? We could do it?" And we did.
I have to admit that I had selfish reasons.
Yeah, he goes, "You know what? That's a great idea because." Go ahead, tell him why.
because the Basin Surge is primarily a male demographic between the ages of 30 and 45. And I really want to raise the female demographic.
So it's not because I believe in you, honey, and you want to do this, and I'm so proud of you. It's because you know what?
But you did a great job.
Irrelevant. This is what I live with, people.
Right.
This is the psychotic nonsense that I deal with. He's like, it's a great idea. And you're like, yeah, you used to be. And he's like, I need you.
Yes.
And
The female demographic of Surge needs you.
that is not the way to do that. You just keep that part to yourself.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Don't choke. I won't save you right now.
Sorry. Keep talking. I got to figure something out over here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Selena needs to either get on here and chat. Oh. Yes, that was his father. You could just chat on here. If you go on YouTube and just sit there and chat there too. Oh, here I am in this tight little screen right here.
I'm still here. I'm just trying to figure something out. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's how it's going to be.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Can they see this or no?
No.
Okay. So yeah, so this is how we relax. I had 5-day vacation and we had so many plans to relax, sleep in, go to the city. We were going to do this, going to do that. And it ended up, I almost worked the entire time. And even when we were in the city, we were thinking of shots. We were thinking of content. We were thinking of, wow, I can do this, I can do that. And that is how our brains work.
Yeah.
We just can't not be doing something. Even if it wasn't podcasting, I'm like, oh, this would be great in a book. And I'm writing down notes for a new story. Or,
Right.
oh, I want to paint that. Take a picture of that. And it's never like.
It's funny because no matter what we're doing, we're always thinking, okay, is this an episode?
Right.
This would look good on socials.
Mhm.
Should we post this, kind of thing? Should we comment on it? Should we
Right.
bring it up during our live show? We're always thinking about the brand,
Right.
and if it could benefit us in
If it
some
could
way.
benefit the surge.
No, the
No.
basement studio.
Yeah, the basement is all of it together. And
Yeah.
And it's like we just can't relax.
No.
But at the same time, that was fun for us. Like I had so much fun prepping for this, making the logos, figuring things out. And so it wasn't like work.
All right.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we always have a good time doing this stuff. But I mean, yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Because you're artists and you like to share your creativity with others. That's you guys, and it's awesome. Thanks,
Aw,
Michelle.
thank you.
Appreciate you. You look good. Don't worry about the little screen.
You reach that time of night where it's like, you looked good this afternoon, and then you're like, okay, well,
Ah, you look great.
it's hot. My mom.
All right. So not only was Heather on vacation for the past 4 or 5 days,
5 days.
5 days. We went to the beach, we went to the city. We played tourist in our own city.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nice. It was a nice, relaxing couple days.
It really was.
I stayed away from Surge as much as I could. I did some work while you're on vacation, but only like while you were sleeping or
or when I
early
was
in the
building
morning.
my stuff. I'm like, okay, you can go do your thing.
Yeah.
I don't. And he's like, well, I'm like, just leave me alone. Just
Right.
go downstairs.
Right.
And,
So
but it worked out.
yeah, no, it worked out great. I just dropped the episode with producer Jamie.
Mhm.
So that's awesome. Her and I had a great time. You guys can watch that now on our YouTube channel. And it was a great episode. She gave me quite a bit of a lot of insight into how
Right.
the radio industry is run nowadays. Because here I am, like I asked her about the radio clock. Because radio stations are usually run by a clock with like, you have certain segments at each hand, and you're timed and everything. And she's like, no, we got rid of that. Everything's pretty much automated now. And I was like, what? And then she was telling me about the music,
Mhm.
about how everything is tested now with like a panel or something,
Right.
and and nothing like the DJs don't get to pick the music. And
No.
I
What a
kind
shame.
of figured that, but at the same time, like I thought that it was like Cubby,
Right.
who before the show picks all the songs, sets them up, and
Well,
then
whoever it
schedules
is,
them.
I need to figure it out because I need to know how to yell at when they play the same song 900 times a day,
Right.
and you want to just like
Yeah.
throw something at this radio because you're like, really?
Yeah.
You go from like liking the song, like, oh, it's really good. Okay, really good. And then
Yeah.
you're like, okay.
Right. Yeah. I remember when I was living down in Florida, the station down in Florida used to play that Shawn Mendes song all the time. Like every like 2 or 3 songs, they used to play the same damn song. And I couldn't handle it.
The most, the most
I can't hear that song to this day.
oh, I know. There's some of them like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing that I got from your show was that they have a special way that if you curse,
Right. The 7-second delay.
the
Yeah.
7-second delay, because I've always wondered that because I try not to curse, but I have the worst mouth.
Yeah.
My computer needs to be.
You curse like a sailor.
I curse. I make a sailor blush. Okay.
What's the matter with your computer?
I need to move the.
Go ahead.
1 second. It's way down here.
So the episode dropped this Tuesday. It dropped yesterday. If you haven't listened to it or if you haven't watched it yet, it's over on our YouTube channel. Go give it a watch. And it's really awesome. Like producer Jamie is from the Cubby and Christine in the Morning Show. She's the producer of the show that works with Cubby and Christine. And she was awesome. She was so laid back. She was so cool to talk to and have a conversation with. And she loved the show. She loved Basement Surge, which was awesome.
Yeah. What a huge compliment.
Yeah,
And it wasn't like, oh, I like your show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like genuine. Like she really, really liked the show.
Yeah,
She wasn't just being nice.
right. So, a huge thank you and huge shout out to producer Jamie for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. And we had a blast. So that was yesterday's show. And then you had your live show last night. And now tonight we have this live show. We got a bunch of things going on.
But you almost slept through.
I did. I literally just woke up.
Woke up, inhaled the grilled cheese, and came right down here.
Yeah. She like after dinner, I went in the room and lay down I was on my phone, I think, and I just passed out.
Yeah.
And then you woke me up saying it's like 8:20. I'm like,
I woke him up at 7:30. I woke him up at 7:45, 8 o'clock, 8:15, 8:20. I'm like, are we not doing this?
I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, it's 8:20. I'm like, put the kids to bed. We got a show to do.
He's yelling at me. He's running through the house. Go to bed. I'm like, relax. Everyone just kind of ate. We had a late dinner because it's been so hot.
Oh God!
But it was funny because I came in the room. I made us both grilled cheese, and I wanted to lay in bed and eat grilled cheese. And I come in, and he's just out. So I waited and waited.
That's romance, everybody.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna eat
grilled cheese in bed. Love it.
That's our thing because the AC is in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we close the door, and you can sit there and while the kids are roasting in the living room. Yeah. Holy crap. I got my electric bill this month. That thing, I'm about ready to take the thing out the window.
Yeah.
Like, besides tomorrow when it's supposed to be a million degrees out, like, I'm like, turn that thing off.
Yeah.
Go. I would rather leave the freezer door open than turn that thing on.
That doesn't really work, right?
If you put a fan in front of it.
Yeah, no.
And sit in front of it.
Yeah. Michelle says her AC's in the bedroom too.
Right? Well, you are 8.5 months pregnant. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you were pregnant, like we'd have an AC in every room. I'm sorry. Like
you'd have one cranky wife. Yeah.
Because on top of cooking, it gets really hot in the house.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to move on to the news stories that I found relevant for this week. Okay. Let me go to share screen here. Sinead O'Connor passed away today. Okay. She is the singer of huge hits from the 80s. Nothing Compares to You, is one of her not latest, but her
most
top,
iconic.
Yeah, her most iconic hits. And she passed away today. She was only 56. She was very young. I don't think that they've released a cause of death yet for her, but I wonder what happened, because she's only 56. And she's a huge star. I know she was still on tour. Performing concerts. She was still singing. She was still doing her thing.
Which I don't even know how, because it was saying that her son had just recently passed away.
Right. Yeah. A couple months ago, her son, he was 17 years old. He had passed away. And
did they say how he passed?
I didn't see it in the article, but she passed away today. She was 56. I couldn't believe it. Like because she was such an icon of the 80s,
right,
and the 90s, and she did a lot of she was very activist, and she was huge against fighting for rights and stuff like that. So it's just sad.
Was that what it was, Brian? Like, officially she OD'd?
Was it an OD?
Oh, if that's the reason, I'm so tired of that being the reason.
Seriously, like Heath Ledger, Amy Winehouse. I mean, I know, like, Amy Winehouse had her own demons. She had her problems. It's sad when anyone passes away, but when they are important in people's lives, even just their music or TV is really sad. Yeah.
It's amazing how much music can really, I mean,
Absolutely.
it could be a memory, it can be something that just speaks to how you're feeling, or I mean,
Yeah.
they really are artists and they mean a lot to some of us. I was really, really upset when Michael Jackson passed away because Michael Jackson, I think I've always just kind of,
He's not dead.
right, he's just in hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like music, I think can be very touching to a person. Like music, the just the first couple of notes can bring a person back to a time in their
Mhm.
lives when things were easier, things were great, like the great times in their lives, or a
Right.
decade, where things were amazing for them, and they miss it, and it's nostalgic in a way, and I think for me, Sinead O'Connor did that,
Right.
especially with Nothing Compares to You, because when I hear that song, or even when I just think about it, it brings me back to when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, what was her name?
Mom. Okay. It brings me back to when I was that small, because the song came out in 1980 something,
Right.
and I can remember driving in the car with my mom, and the song playing on the radio,
Right.
so like I hear that song, and
Sorry.
I can think about that memory,
Right.
so music does that to a lot of people. So when an artist dies like this, Michael Jackson, Heath Ledger, Prince,
Right.
and now Sinead O'Connor, it's like, you hear that music, you hear a certain song, and it brings you back to a time,
Mhm.
so I mean, I remember where I was when I heard Michael Jackson died,
Oh my gosh, I was devastated.
you know and I remember after he had passed away that I wanted to listen to a lot of Michael's songs,
Yeah.
you
And it
know
was hard for a while because just hearing his voice and knowing that he's not there anymore, like it really like because I don't know, like, you get close to them. It's a connection, even though you've never met them.
Yeah, I mean,
I
talk
don't.
to producer Jamie about Hanson,
Oh, I mean, she'd be devastated.
Oh, forget it, you know?
But
um
but it does, like, there's a lot of songs, I can't even name just one, like, I have so many different songs that when they come on, they mean something to each one of us, and each time different memory, a different person.
yeah, right.
And even when I hear the songs, like, we have, me and my friend Tracy, we have the, um oh my gosh, I can't think of the name anymore.
Spotlight.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I am so frustrated with this. Um, I drew a blank because I'm just thinking of this memory. So it's She Thinks My Tractor Sexy
Okay.
and Young.
Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney, thank you.
Right.
I keep Whenever that comes on,
Mm-hmm.
no matter where I am, I'm just like so excited. I text her, or I just think of these memories,
Right.
and it's just because that was a great summer, and that was our thing, and we knew that no matter how bad we were having a day,
Mm-hmm.
if we heard those songs, um, yes, and the Watermelon Crow. So, um, it just you just knew it was gonna be okay, and it was gonna be a great day.
Right.
Whenever we were down or something, it was put one of these songs on and go. And I mean, Michelle, how many times were all of us in your car when you first got your license and we were just blaring the music and singing on the top of our lungs? And I have to apologize for all their because all three of them, Tracy, Tanya, Michelle, they have great voices. They sing so beautifully. And I am like that
No.
seagull from Little Mermaid.
Listen, I love your singing. We went over this already. Okay, like I love your singing.
I'm gonna join the talent show on Talking Shit.
There you
The
go.
open
Tomorrow
mic.
night at what, 8 p.m.,
Yeah.
7 p.m., something like that.
Yeah, around the time you taught me how to drive.
Yeah. Okay. So you're the person that I have to yell at
No,
for
she
teaching
did
her how to
not.
drive, Michelle.
She,
Okay, because she drives with 2 feet.
That
Like nobody
wasn't-
does that. Who does that? Okay, like first of all,
I bet you I will stop way faster than you will stop.
yeah, like
And no, she taught me the right way.
my wife. Excuse me. Okay, my my wife drives with 2 feet.
So,
Right foot gas, left foot brake.
right.
Okay, and they're tippy toes, like her
Well, because I'm short.
because you're short. Yes, but she barely touches the pedals. Like I'm afraid for my life.
You're so mean.
Yeah. In the country, not the city, and I don't drive with 2 feet. I
See,
can't
she
drive
didn't
stick.
teach me.
Yeah.
She taught me how to drive correctly.
Yeah. Your mom says she does.
I'm on other 2 feet. She tiptoes because we're short. Cute things come in small packages.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh man.
But did you die?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Okay, I might have hit a couple sidewalks, dinged a few cars.
You need to sit on phone books. Yeah. There you go. All right. Let's see. I have so my friend Chris today shared crap.
He shared.
He shared
crap?
something with me. I closed it. Okay, there it is. All right. So today, New York City was involved with a crane fell down in the middle of the city.
Yep.
Here it is. Like, let me see.
Are we supposed to hear it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. Hopefully everybody else can hear this. It's crazy. Wow. So this thing was like on fire.
I want to know how it got started. Like, I want to know how this fire started.
Yeah.
Like, how does how does
Because
that happen?
well, I'm a little confused too because it's like with the crane with those big ass cranes on top of buildings, like the operator who's in the crane is literally in there all day, right?
Right.
Like I think he pees in a bucket.
Right.
Okay. Like there's no coming down for a break or anything. Like, you know, he gets a break, but
Well,
I think
yeah.
somebody replaces him.
You know what?
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
right. But so I wonder how the fire started. Like, I bet you the guy was up there smoking a cigarette.
But they won't say that. They'll blame like wires
Yeah.
for insurance reasons. But you know, someone's getting in trouble.
Oh, for sure.
Someone's
I mean,
getting
somebody's
fired.
going to pay for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it's so scary because like, you don't think of these things. We were in New York, not exactly far from where that was. And we could have been walking around like, oh, look at the pretty day.
Well, that was us the other day walking on the street, you
Right.
know, walking through the city. And
That's what I mean. And like
Yeah.
all of a sudden, when a crane falls on your head, who thinks of that?
right.
Who's looking like, be careful of cranes today, honey. Okay, make sure you like.
It was funny. It was funny because Chris from Podtastic Audio was the one who sent me the clip
Right.
because I was down here working all
Yeah, I
day.
love when other non-New Yorkers tell us what's happening in New York because we have no idea what's happening in our own city.
Right, and he's in California, so I
Right.
thought that was just hilarious. Number one, number two, he's coming to Manhattan
Right.
tomorrow, okay, and he's staying until Sunday. And it was funny because I was telling him, as you know, don't look up when you're walking through the city. Don't look up because that gives you away as a tourist.
Right.
Right. because people see you looking up, like they're gonna be like, oh wow, there's another tourist, and they're gonna push you into the street. So
Because New Yorkers are mean.
yeah, but now it's like you gotta look up because you don't know what's coming down.
You have to look for fallen cranes.
Right.
Okay, it's a real thing.
Right.
I'm gonna get a sign. Look up for fallen cranes.
Yeah. Like no, Michelle, that doesn't normally happen.
No.
Yeah, that's weird. That's not something that normally happens. No.
Another thing that's really like shocking is the building that got hit next to it.
Yeah.
Like you're just sitting there.
They changed that video. That was a
Da, da,
different
da.
video.
Well, they showed it from different angles.
Right.
But the building next door, it did hit the glass and went down.
It was like as this thing is falling,
right.
the end of it, the tip of it is like scraping the building across
Mhm.
the street. And just imagine what those people are feeling.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess I imagine them sitting there like typing away, like do 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 do, and all of a sudden that happening. But there was
Yeah.
already a fire going on, so they already knew something. They probably were looking like the cameras, like the videos, and all
Hopefully.
that. Yeah, and then
Oh, but still, I mean, how fast do you think you have to move to get away from those
oh my
windows?
gosh, like that's scary.
If that thing's coming down. So, it's like, I think so far only 12 people were hurt, including 2 firemen.
Mm-hmm.
And they were putting the fire out from an adjacent building, from an adjacent skyscraper.
Right.
From the roof of another skyscraper, they shot the water across.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think was pretty amazing, because it's like you always think like how do they put the fire out like
I want to know where
on
Superman
things that
was.
high?
Why wasn't Superman there, like spinning circles to put it out?
Superman doesn't exist.
Where was Batman? Where's Superman? Like,
Ugh.
why didn't Batman do his gun thing and grab the crane and yank it last second?
His gun thing. Yeah.
Yeah, his gun thingy. Is there a name for it?
Grappling. Grapple hook.
Grapple hook. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the thingy majiggy.
What universe is that? DC or Marvel?
I got a 50-50 chance. Can I call a friend? Hey, Mark. Well, send me a text.
Is Batman DC or Marvel, honey? Go ahead. Well, tell me. Oh man.
Oh, I'm gonna go with DC. Yay!
Yes! You did it. Good job. Oh man. Brian, good night. Brian.
Good night.
Good to see you. Thanks
you
for joining. Hit that thumbs up before you leave. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. Chris sent me that video. I was like, I went to the store to buy soda today, and he sent me the video, and I'm watching it on the corner of the street by the store. I'm like, oh shit. Like, wow.
Yeah.
It was funny because I had gotten the alert that a crane fell in New York City on the Citizen app.
Did you think it was a bird?
No. But I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, I didn't
Right.
think it was a crane on top
No.
of a skyscraper.
Right.
You
That's so scary.
Michelle says, here's a hint. It's not Marvel. Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate you.
I still think that Avengers and Galaxy Quest, no, what is it?
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest are the same thing.
First of all, it's Guardians of the Galaxy, not Galaxy Quest.
That's what Tim-
that's a totally
Tim-
different movie.
That's what Tim Allen.
Right, yeah. And Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers is the same universe.
Yeah.
You're thinking of the Justice League
Right.
and Avengers.
Right.
Totally two different things.
Right. Speaking of Tim Allen, I was very disappointed that nobody named the movie. Okay, I made a special post. I went and I found a Statue of Liberty doll. I put it in there
A special post on where?
on the Facebook group for
Okay.
Basement Ladies, which you should all be following.
Do you even know who your husband is? You should know these things.
Listen,
That's
you
right.
know. You
Thank
know,
you.
Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
You know. Once
Thank
you've
you.
been married a certain time, it all becomes.
No, you should take everything I say like it's the Bible.
One day, God's gonna just freaking strike you down. This is why I don't sit close to Him. One day, it is going to happen, and I'm gonna look at you and go, "You know why?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Michelle knows. Do you know who your husband is? Like, come on.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh man, but yeah, nobody got her trivia.
Nobody even tried.
I didn't know. I'm terrible with
Yeah,
movies.
you talk about me not knowing him. I literally, okay, we're at the fair, at this like street fair, and I see the Statue of Liberty and the little doll thing, and I said, "Oh, it reminds me of the movie Jungle Jungle, and Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen." And Mimi Siko says he needed to get
Who?
Mimi Siku, and he said that he needs to get one of those. I had it there. It was like the woman who puts fire up Sky's butt was the thing.
No idea.
Yeah. So I tell him that. And then that night I go home and I write it. And he's like, I'm like, why didn't you say something? He goes, I didn't know. I'm like, I literally just told you.
So Michelle says she didn't get that one, but she did see it.
You guys couldn't even Googled it. It made me feel better about myself. Like,
Well, that's the thing about trivia. You're supposed to know it. Googling
this is the
it is
21st
cheating.
century.
Googling it is cheating.
Listen, if you have to Google to make me feel like you guys appreciate me, Google. Always Google.
Yeah.
I'm a sensitive person, okay?
That's funny. So yeah, a lot happened this week. We started a new show. Heather went on vacation. We traveled the city. A crane fell in Manhattan, and Sinead O'Connor passed away.
So like I said, nothing exciting.
What else? What else happened this week? And producer Jamie came on.
We had
Surge.
Lily's birthday.
Lily's birthday.
Lily's
That's
birthday.
right.
Our baby is 15 years old.
Ugh.
I don't know how she's getting older when I keep getting younger.
That's not how that works.
That's how that works.
No.
Mhm. Yep. You look like sisters. Don't laugh that hard.
Oh God. Yeah, she turned 15 yesterday. The same night that you premiered your show.
Yeah, she goes, way to go, Mom. Way to make it about me.
Yeah. Right.
I'm like, I love you. Bye.
Yeah.
I spent a day with
I got
her.
a show to do. Peace out. Like but no, she I think she had a great time. We went to the beach, we had
Mhm.
cake. She made her own cake. She
made her
wanted
own
to
cake.
she wanted to make her own
Right.
cake.
She loves making cakes and she's getting a lot better.
Yeah. So she made her own cake
This one
and
was actually edible.
it was pretty good. Yeah, we still have it. Olivia still ate some tonight, and
She woke up this morning wanting
she wanted it for breakfast.
yeah.
Only because I had told her yesterday that she could have some today.
Right. But her idea of today meant the minute her eyes open, she's getting cake.
Right.
Because yeah, naturally.
Right. Yeah. But and then all day I kept telling her, no, dessert after dinner. You can have it after dinner. After dinner. Stop asking after dinner. Like yeah, ask them one more time. You're not gonna get any cake.
And then she finally got cake and had a bellyache.
Right. Yeah. It was too much. I ate too much cake.
And the funny thing is, so Michelle says you blew up the balloons and you didn't die.
Yes.
And I had no sympathy for him because we have a balloon blower up thingy, but no one wanted to look for it.
We have a balloon blower upper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like its actual name, balloon blower upper thing.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, you know what? I wasn't digging through the basement trying to find it.
I would have.
Okay,
lot of
so me and Lily spent almost like an hour sitting on that couch, almost passing out.
Yeah.
Blowing
And it was
out those
hot.
balloons.
It was so hot yesterday.
Yeah, and you like forbid us from turning on the air conditioner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wasn't happening.
Right.
Mm-mm. Sugar Mama said no.
But yeah, and then we had what? We had tacos for dinner. She
Mhm.
wanted tacos.
Yeah.
And then we had cake and
The beach was really fun. The beach, I had never been to the beach right before a storm.
right.
And
I wish we would have stayed during the storm. Like I would have loved to have gone
Mhm.
during the storm.
It was so cool. If you ever get a chance to go to, I mean, it's dangerous. You don't want to go all the way in. We were like, I don't know, like a little bit above the knee for me. Even though it looked like it was bigger because the waves were just.
No, you went
heavy
up to the waist.
No, I really didn't go that far at all.
Really?
Yeah, the waves were just so big that it looked
Ah,
like it.
Okay.
But even Olivia was able to stand fine.
Yeah.
Um,
They were just strong.
they were like, I wish I had a buggy board or something to like ride the waves.
Right.
They weren't quite surfing waves where we were, but they were definitely like boogie board.
Did we put video up on socials?
No,
Okay.
we're not going to.
Okay.
Wasn't the prettiest angle.
Okay.
It's one of those family shots, but not social
It's
shots.
just for a family.
Just
yeah.
for
Okay.
family,
Gotcha.
you know?
Gotcha.
Not everybody needs to see.
Yeah. Well,
all
I
of
think
that.
you painted a pretty good picture.
Right.
So
It was when the kids were having the time of their life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't hot. It was
No.
so good.
hence the no SPF.
Right.
So, but it's it was a lot of fun,
It was fun.
Yeah.
And yes, Michelle, I still say all the, but now I got like a New York country twang to certain things.
Yeah.
People make fun of me all the time.
She says y'all and
Oh, they laugh at me at work all the time. I'm like, y'all better get going here and y'all better figure this out.
Yeah. I'm like, you're not from the South. Like
Look.
you should not be saying y'all. Like you should not be talking like you're from the South. You are not from the South. You're from Pennsylvania. You're from more northern than where I am. So yeah.
You're just jelly.
I'm not jelly. I have the best accent in the United States.
I'm still waiting for an excuse because I have the cutest white cowgirl boots
Oh, here we go.
and I got nowhere to like wear them.
Yeah, we don't have hoedowns here in Brooklyn.
I know. It's really frustrating. And I got them like in New York. So I'm like, okay, you can't sell them in New York and not have somewhere for me to wear them.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
we don't go anywhere to where I can like, I mean,
the stores here in Brooklyn, they sell them for people who are trying to be country. Not people who actually are
they're
country.
so cute. They're white. I had to have them. I like them. I just haven't worn them outside the house
Why not?
because I'm afraid to wear them like out because I'll be made fun of because you people are mean.
Nobody's gonna make fun of you, honey.
To my face. You're gonna see them on TikTok. Look at this girl walking here with cowgirl boots on.
Yeah.
Who she thinks she is?
Right. All right, everybody. We are over the 1 hour mark and we are done. It's been fun. It's been real. Thank you for joining us this week. If you are not subscribed to the Basement Surge, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, and babe.
Ring that bell. I had to think for a second there.
That's right. Ring that bell. Okay. We drop episodes. The Basement Surge drops new episodes every Tuesday. And the Basement Ladies does new live shows every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube ish.
9 to 10. I'll let you know ahead of time. I know my schedule ahead of time, so you'll know when I know.
Yeah. So go check it out. I'm going to be starting up the Basement Gamers over on YouTube. So if you search the Basement Gamers. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be playing some awesome games with a bunch of friends. I got Mike and then the OG, Frank.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
The OG Frank is coming back. Basement Gamers. I'm going to be playing with him a little bit on 7 Days to Die, so go check it out. All right, everybody. Any other announcements?
I don't think so.
Basement Studios launches August 1st. So stay tuned for that. Everything will be merging into one empire, one website, socials. The Basement Studio just launched an Instagram account and a Facebook page. So go like and follow those. Basement Surge just dropped. We just dropped a new episode with producer Jamie. Go listen to that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. And then the week before that was Paul Cubby Bryant.
So who's next?
Who's next?
Who's next?
Who's it going to be? This week, I'm taking a break. Chris from Podtastic Audio is coming in for our first in-studio guest appearance. I'm going to have him in studio. So Tuesday, prepared to see Chris here in studio. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Exciting to do.
I may go live also at the same time.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Get him here. I'm going to sit him in your chair in the basement ladies seat. So that should be a lot of fun. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us this week. It was a lot of fun, babe. It was awesome.
It was. It was fun.
Good show.
It was a good show.
Good job.
I had one job.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you next week, everybody.
Let's go. Turn up the volume. From the basement of the Empire State, this is the Basement Surge.
3, 2, 1.